Good morning, everybody. Chelsea Face here. How's it going today? I'm very excited because today's video is going to be my most anticipated books of 2021. This list is, rough around the edges because a lot of books haven't been announced exactly when they're coming out, and some of the covers haven't been revealed for those books. So I didn't include those. There's probably going to be a ton added and maybe a couple taken away depending on how reviews come out for them and if I still want to pick them up. But as of right now, I think I've picked out 10 books. I'll let you know which ones they are. Yeah, let's do this. I have my Nook Ink coffee here, and I'm very excited to talk about these with you. There's one that I'm more excited about than anything, and I just cannot wait to tell you about it. So the first book on this list is coming out in February 2021, so very, very soon. It is called The Project by Courtney Summers. This is going to be it looks so cool. I'm looking at the cover right now. The author of Sadie, which I never read, but a lot of people blew up and said that it was amazing. This one's about a cult. And I haven't really voiced this here quite yet, but I am obsessed with cults. Not in the way of like idolizing them, but in the way of I find them so utterly fascinating and interesting to study that I've watched so many documentaries and read a couple of true crime books way back in the day. I just really, really find them interesting, and I love to learn about the mindset that people are in whenever they join a cult or whenever they are within that cult, and how their mind just mentally evolve somehow. And I just really can't wait for this book because it's about a girl. I'm going to read you this little synopsis that I wrote down, like tiny little snippets. Lo's parents died. Her sister joins a cult. Lo suspects this cult isn't good and wants to investigate why, but will she also join the cult? From the synopsis, those are the things that I gathered. So that sounds really, really cool. I'm very, very excited to check this out. I cannot wait. This is the one I'm the most excited about. Okay, I just looked up the cover to make sure I was right. It's called The Gilded Ones by Namina Forna. This is going to be a new series, I think. Deathless #1 is what it says on Goodreads. It comes out February 9th, 2021 this year, and it's young adult. It says 16-year-old Deka, D-E-K-A, lives in fear of a blood ceremony that determines if she will be a member of her village. Color of blood will determine that. Apparently, her blood runs gold, the color of impurity, and she will face something worse than death. That sounds really cool. Like, I love the idea of, like, you're born that way, but you don't know what it means. Like, we don't know what that means. And, like, what will that mean for her traveling through her trials or whatever? The cover is absolutely stunning. Like, I'm looking at it right now on Goodreads. It is gorgeous. I hope to pick it up. It'll look pretty on my shelves, and it looks like it'll be really good. On the front, it says, Outcasts by blood, warriors by choice. Sounds really, really fun. I can't wait to read that. The third one on this list is called The Other You by Joyce Carol Oates. This is a short story collection, which if you don't know, I have been obsessed with lately. I'll talk about that in my wrap up for the month of January. I've read so many and I'm just really, really enjoying them, and I plan on picking up more throughout my reading journey. This one, it has this pretty lavender color cover. It just looks beautiful. It's already got some high ratings, but on Goodreads that can mean people are just hyping it up instead of actually reviewing it. The release date's February 9th, like the last one, 2021. And I wrote down a powerful reckoning after the people we might have been if we'd chosen a different path, from a master of the short story. So that sounds really interesting. I like the idea of different choices leading to different paths and like several different universes colliding, and who we would have been if these choices had been made or not been made. And I know there's a new book called The Midnight Library that came out that kind of explores that, and it's a little more sad. And I do hope to pick that up soon because that sounds really, really beautiful and sad. And I'm just very, very excited about that short story collection. Every Value Break by Peter Swanson. I have yet to read a Peter Swanson. I know that he's fairly popular with the mystery thriller genre, and this again is a mystery thriller. It comes out March 23rd, 2021 as of right now. Bride's honeymoon turns dark when a man whom she had a one-night stand with shows up. Ooh, spicy. He tracked her down. Does she confess to her husband or handle the stalker on her own? It sounds really creepy and weird and like, decisions coming back to haunt you literally. And I'm all about that. I like that idea. I think it sounds really fun. The cover looks good. I'm very intrigued with it. I do want to pick up maybe one of his other novels also. I think 8 Perfect Murders sounds really fun. I'm very excited about this one. Number 5 on this list is called Mother May I by Jocelyn Jackson. I loved Never Have I Ever by Jocelyn Jackson this past year. So I thought, why not check out their next book? And the cover looks interesting. It's like a, carousel toy in a pile of grass. So it looks like, a child dying or something like that. That's what it makes me think of. This cover says, "Revenge doesn't wait for permission." And it comes out April 6th, 2021. It's a mystery thriller. And it says, Bree sees an older mysterious woman, gets distracted, and leaves her son alone. And when she returns to her car, he's been taken. She finds out the other woman's also a mother and seeks to find out why she'd do this. That kind of sounds familiar to The Chain by Adrian McKenty. Yes, that's it. So I'm wondering if they're a similar premise or if they're totally different and just have like the same like vague idea of a book. Either way, I'm very excited and I think I'm going to enjoy that a lot. The next book has been on everyone's anticipated list, and that is by Riley Sager. It is Survive the Night, and it's supposed to come out June 29th of this year. It's a mystery thriller, of course, and the cover is very, very cool looking. I like it. It looks like it was written with a firework almost, or like one of those filters where you write with like a neon light. It looks really pretty. I like it a lot. It takes place in November of 1991, which was the year I was born. Girl in college accepts a ride from a man and then finds out he is a serial killer, and she has to figure out how to survive that night. And I then wrote, or is he, in parentheses. So I'm curious if that means that he's not actually a serial killer. And I don't know. I'm very curious how that's going to be. I hope that it's different for Riley Sager in the sense of it's going to be very isolated in a location. That sounds like it'll be very, very scary. And I'm pretty excited about it, actually. I think that's going to be really different for them. The Woods Are Always Watching by Stephanie Perkins. Comes out August 3rd, 2021. I read There's Someone Inside Your House this past year, and I enjoyed it enough. It's, not the best YA thriller, but it was pretty decent. And I'm hoping that since they've done that, I think that might have been their first thriller, this might be a little bit better. It's pretty much the same cover design, which I do appreciate consistency, but I wrote, 2 girls go on a backpacking trip into the woods, and things start to go terribly wrong when they cross paths with a serial killer. That sounds awesome. Like, I love that idea of like he's kind of stalking you, or like you think you're friends maybe. Like, there's so many possibilities for that situation that I'm very, very excited about it. I really want to read that right now. Like, that sounds really fun. I hope that they don't drop the ball on that. Yeah, it's YA, of course, so that sounds really fun. This next one's a new book. It's going to be, I guess, a series because it has number 1 after the subtitle. It's called Blood Like Magic by Lyselle Sambury. And the release date is June 15th, 2021. Rich, dark, urban fantasy debut follows a teen witch who has to sacrifice her first love in order to save her family's magic. Problem is, she's never been in love. She has to find the perfect man so that she can kill him. And the cover is absolutely beautiful. The colors, my aesthetic. If you've seen my thumbnails, you know that this is my color palette. It looks so good, and it's got so many high ratings, but I think those are just people hyping it up because a lot of the comments are like, oh my gosh, a teen witch from, where was it? Canada. Yeah, people are like, oh my god, it's in Canada, I'm excited. So that's really fun, and that is just it's so pretty. I can't wait to check that out. It is, I'll tell you if that one's YA. I don't know just by looking at it. I didn't write it down, so I'll put it on the screen if it is. The next one I'm excited to check out this year is What Big Teeth by Rose Zabo. It is beautiful cover with the girl with her face ripped, sort of, kind of like monster zombie-ish. I like the font. The cover is just beautiful, by the way. It comes out February 2nd, so that one comes out very, very soon. Eleanor has been estranged from her family for a long time. They all looked at her like she was a freak about rekindling a family with the help of her card-reading grandmother. So there's like some family drama and tension going on in this one. It sounds more a little bit hard-hitting than you know, magical, but it might have like a little bit of magical realism thrown in there, maybe some like lore or something. It just sounds really, really interesting to me, and I like magic sometimes, so I think it'll be good. The next book I'm excited about is Near the Bone by Christina Henry. This one comes out in April 13th of 2021. Very basic thriller cover. It has just like this cabin in the snow by a mountain in the dark. So that's very interesting and ominous enough. I wrote down, woman trapped on a mountain tries to survive more than one kind of monster. Something with sharp teeth, claws. Sounds like a monster, like fun monster story. And I love monster stories. I think that one's going to be really, really fun. But yeah, guys, that's it for my most anticipated books of 2021 as of right now. If there are any more, I might end up making another video later. We'll see. Or I might just post about them on my Instagram. So be sure to follow me there if you haven't yet. I post very frequently about the process of my reading, and I post like book pictures and all kinds of fun challenges and stuff. And yeah, I hope to pick up most of these books, if not all of them. If I don't end up picking up a lot of them, it's because either money was tight or something changed in my opinion about them. But yeah, for now, these are the ones that I hope to read for the year. And I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Stay safe. Please subscribe. I am very, very excited to grow my channel and become something that I'm proud to show off and talk about with everyone. I love to talk about books with you, and I'm just very happy to be here. And I hope that you guys are enjoying my videos right now. I'm enjoying editing them and writing them down and coming out with ideas. But I'll see you guys soon. Have a good day, night, weekend, evening, morning. If you're watching this in the morning, I'm filming it in the morning. And I'll see you soon. Bye, guys.